The tramway is currently taking a sabbatical, but it's business as usual as we continue our look at the small world of die-cast Land Rovers. In support of the videos, we also have a website which is packed with useful information, and also why not join our brand new Facebook group where we discuss all things to do with the small world of die-cast Land Rovers. Welcome to episode 4 of our little series where we've been taking a look at the Cararama Range Rover 4.6 HSE or P38 model. Now, in the first few episodes we were looking at the more common models. In the last one we'd started to take a look at the UK police liveried vehicles, the Dutch police, Belgium and French. Now we're going to continue with the German through to the Italian Carabinieri. And these become a bit of a problem for us in the UK because they were never released in this country. So we're relying on vehicles that people have managed to get hold of and then subsequently passed on through the auction sites. So not all of them are in our collection, but we've collected as much information as we can find on them, and we're going to present it here for you now. So hopefully we'll get through them all, and then that will complete our look at the P38s, and we can move on to the last category, which will be the Range Rover 2003s. So let's start off with the German police. The German police vehicles in this livery are very difficult to get hold of for us in the UK. We've got none, which I'm afraid. The picture you can see is of the general layout of the livery on it. They do look quite smart. Everything is as with the previous models. The roof lights are the same, the wheels are the same, and the base plates are the same. General arrangement, there's nothing unusual about them other than the two fixing types. We know of 4 different versions of it, which basically surrounds the number plate. The first one at the top, we'll take them in order. So the first one is body colour. It's a metallic grey with the police livery with blue side stripes. Its number plate is HH7238. It features a black interior and a black dashboard, painted rear lights. There's no Range Rover legend to the rear of the vehicle. Hung well on the base, unknown base fixed type. So that's the first one. We then come to the second one, which is body colour metallic grey, police livery with green stripe. The number plate on this one is OS2011. Now this one features a beige interior with a black dashboard, painted rear lights, blue Range Rover on the rear of the vehicle, hung well on the base, again unknown base fixed type. The third version is metallic grey, police livery with green side stripe. Same number plate, OS211. This one has black interior and a black dashboard. Painted rear lights, blue Range Rover at the rear, and the base fixed type is unknown. So basically the difference between these two is just in the interior. The fourth version of this that we know of is metallic grey, police livery with green side stripe. The number plate is OS211, so it's pretty much the same as the ones above. It's got a beige interior and a beige dashboard. So basically, over these 3 models, you've got all the combinations of the interior. It also has the blue Range Rover at the rear, hung well on the base, and again we don't know what the base fixed type is. So these 3, the only difference is across the 3 is, as I say, to do with the interior colouring. The one at the top is the odd one out, featuring the different number plate, and it has no Range Rover legend at the rear and has a different colour body side stripe. Very difficult to get hold of. We've not even had the chance of one, let alone get one in the collection. Right, let's return back to the menu. So that was the German one. We now go to the Italian police one. So scroll down to the Italian police. This one we've got 3 to go at. This is one that comes on the blister pack. That seemed quite popular, released in places like Europe, but not so favoured over here in the UK. This is one of the odd ones as well. We'll go through the details. Light blue body colour, 2 different number plates. So it's got LF460H on the front and D5135 to the rear. Beige interior, beige dashboard, painted rear lights, hung well on the base. Base fixed type is the screw type, and it's card mounted. Right, we now move on to the 2 other ones that we know of. So basically, it's the same blue. This one features the registration number D5135 front and rear. Beige interior, black dashboard, and we don't know what the base fixed type is. And then the third one is same number plate, front and rear, black and black. So all black interior on this one, and again we do not know of the base fixed type. So they're the only 3 that we know of. Right, so that's the Italian police one. Let's go back. We now come to the Hungarian Rendezvous. Now, apologies if I've pronounced that wrong. I'm a Yorkshire lad and I struggle with basic English, so let alone anything foreign. Let's click into this one and we'll have a look. Right, so scroll down to Hungarian. Another one we haven't got, I'm afraid. Not even seen one. Don't even have decent photographs of it. We've managed to extract what we do know, and it's got it's Hungarian Rendezvous, wheel type L, body colour it's white with a police livery. The number plate on this one is RB-49-39. Beige interior, beige dashboard, painted lights, which they all seem to have, hung well on the base but unknown base fixed type. I don't even know what sort of packaging this one will come in. There don't seem to be any other versions of it out there, so it is quite possible that it is it's just one model they've released only. The only image I've got is this of it. I'm not even sure whether it's a paramedic car or a police car. Perhaps somebody could enlighten us. We now move on to the Spanish Policia Municipal, and we got one of these, which makes a change. Right, so let's scroll down. Only one version of this one that we know of. Its basic colour is white. The number plate it displays is DPG-1342-AB. It's a beige interior with a black dashboard. It's got painted rear lights, hung well on the base, and it's a screw fix. And that is the packaging we came in. Only appears to be the one, pretty standard base, nothing unusual there. That's the rear view. The wording across the back declaring it's a police vehicle replaces the Range Rover Legend that would normally be sitting there. Fleet number, telephone number, etc. Let's have a look at the side view. Quite a nice vehicle, a little bit heavy-handed with the black around the windows there, but yeah, looks quite a tidy vehicle. Could see these zooming around on the roads. The front's nicely dealt with. Do we have another photo? No. Right, it would appear there's no Range Rover Legend across the front either, so for whatever reason it's basically being debranded as the vehicle. Don't know how many they had in the fleet. Let's return to the menu. We now come to an odd one. It's the Spanish Guardia Civil. This is the civilian police, I believe. I think Spain is possibly like Italy, where they have different branches of the police dealing with different levels of crime, and I should imagine this is just the general dealing with members of the public, etc. Now we know of two. The one we've got is rather an unusual looking beast. We'll go through the details first. Right, his body colour is white with dark green. His number plate is 0000 AAA. Black interior, black dashboard, painted rear lights, and as is quite obvious, no black body trim whatsoever. Hung well on the base, and it's screw fix base type. So let's have a closer look at it. It totally alters the shape of the vehicle, having no black trim around the windows or stripes, the rubbing stripes at all. It does look a bit of an odd beast. That's the other side. The front has a Range Rover across the front and some form of symbol. The rear is treated like most others. Range Rover badging is there, and there's the insignia mounted on the bonnet. So yeah, quite a nice looking vehicle, but just odd without any of the black trim. Really does look odd. Right, there's another version of it, and we haven't got it, as you can see, but it's white with dark green doors and bonnet, etc. Its number plate on this one is PGC-9766-F, and it is beige interior, beige dashboard, painted rear lights, hung well on base. We do not know of the fix type on this one, and we don't know if it's treated in the same way, i.e. no black trim. It would be interesting to know if this was just an emission in the factory and they didn't apply it, or possibly even a cost-cutting exercise. We don't know. So I'd really like to get my hands on one of these just to see if all of them, or both of them should I say, was treated in the same manner. But it does look odd without the black trim, it really does. Right, let's move on to the last one. And the last one is the Italian Carabinieri. Italy is the one I referred to in the last one. They have different police forces for doing different duties. It's many years since I was there, and I can't remember which are which. But these guys run around in quite a smart looking vehicle, and we'll deal with the one we have first. So its body colour is dark blue, verging on black. Its number plate is EIPS 301. It has a beige interior with a black dashboard, painted rear lights, hung well on base. Base fix type is the screw type, so this is one of the early ones, and we'll take a closer look at the livery on this one. Very nice Carabinari down the side, usual same light bar, but the wording changes to the front on these, whereas in the UK we've got police. I should imagine that'll say Carabinari, or however it's pronounced. Standard wheels, and that's the other side, looking nice and tidy. That's how the front is treated. They've got the Range Rover branding, the headlamp wash wipes. This one's looking as though the wheel could do with a bit of attention with the tyres. Carabinari across the bonnet, and yeah, across the light at the top there. Range Rover branding across the rear. And a pretty standard base to this one as well. There's a view of the bottom with the screw fix in. Right, let's see what the other versions have to offer. Now, as you can see, we don't have them. So basically, all of them run with the same registration number. So we're going to be it's just differences in the interior again. This one's beige interior, beige dashboard, hung well on the base. We don't know what the fixing type is, but it could well be that they've changed over to the Campex, but it's not guaranteed. And then it's the third one is the same, they've just changed to a black interior. No differences that we know of, other than that to the vehicle. Right, that rounds it up for the P38s. The next and final series in the Cararama 1/72 scales is going to be the Range Rovers and the 2003 model, and there are quite a few to be had in these. They brought in the addition of tow bars on some of these, which makes for something we haven't particularly come across with the other models, but we'll deal with them in the next series. That series will be coming up fairly soon. Question I'm asked, or I've been asked, why do you do these videos? Basically because nobody else has, and I appreciate that they're very niche when it comes to viewers wanting to view the videos. I don't expect great viewing numbers from them. As I've said previously, if one person gets something from them, then it's been worth doing, and help you with this hobby. A bit of news that's come out recently, that Oxford Diecast, they have the rights to produce these models, and they've been trickling out certain ones, not all of them. Hornby took a lot of shares a while ago in Oxford Diecast, and just recently they've bought up the remaining shares. So Oxford Diecast will now be owned by Hornby and its associated interests. So whether there will be some rationalisation in the things that produce, and it's quite possible that no more Cararamas will be produced. I'm not speaking for the company, it's just I've got a feeling that with the portfolio of models they produce, I think there's going to be some rationalisation, and possibly these will be the ones that bear the brunt of that rationalisation. So, hope not. It'd be nice to see more of some of these, but I'm not that hopeful. Right, on that note, stay safe. If you've come all the way through watching these videos, you've got a lot of stamina, and I really thank you for your interest. As I say, if one person gets anything from them, then it's worth doing. So, until the next one, happy collecting.